Welcome to Chapter 2 of Murder on the Orient Express. We are Hercule Poirot, and so far we've found a ticket and gotten a recipe. So all in all, time well spent. No, I'm just kidding. At the end of Chapter 1, we've been woken up 3 times until Poirot was very annoyed. So I think it's finally time for the game to do the title justice and solve a case of murder. Yeah, we are snowed in, alright. December 17th, 9 AM.
The train is still stuck and the snow continues to fall. I should have taken an airplane. Well, I must make the best of it and join the other passengers for breakfast.
Can look outside though.
The train still hasn't left.
It's beautiful. I can zoom in. But why? There's just snow, right? I played the older game, and in that one you can go outside and have to investigate outside as well. But Hercule looks very different from the way he does now. And also it's been a long time since I played that.
Wax to preserve the perfect symmetry of the mustache.
Yes, it's very important for him. His brush, also for his mustache, I
The
think.
mustache comb to tame unruly knots.
And what's this? For music, right?
Finest of curling irons
Curling
for the
irons.
mustache.
For the mustache. That's so funny. I never knew they had all these things. Alright, so what did I have to do? Again, I'm not paying attention. Go to dinner or something, breakfast. Which is this way. This is, where was Mr. Ratchett? He was here, right? But I can't do anything with these rooms. No. Can I speak with you? Yes, I can.
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good morning, sir. Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
Alright, so that's all he says to me. I can go to the toilet, but apparently Poirot never has to go. So bar lounge. Can go into the snow. No, I have to really follow my objectives apparently. Not do other stuff. Or at least I'm not able to. Paths will open up for me once I
This
progress.
delay is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Ah, your electric car. Yes, that's bad luck.
Bad luck.
Who are you?
If I miss that demonstration, I'll be in deep trouble.
Just text your people in Paris and warn them.
Of course I tried that, but there is no network service in these mountains.
Alright, I'm just listening in. That's not rude at all, by the way.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just sit on the train until I got to Paris. And now we may be here for days, and my boat sails the day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now? I can't even send an email to cancel it. I'm just too mad to talk about it.
My
Machado.
colleagues were to meet me in Paris. They will wonder what has happened to me. I can get no words to them. What will they think? We have refugees to help.
Alright, but I'm not getting any character profiles on these people, so maybe later? Is this the breakfast? No, this is the... Speak with her.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
Ah, the accent. Would it be St. Petersburg?
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it, I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov.
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past, was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
Au revoir, Monsieur Poirot.
Extreme pleasure. But I don't think he's sucking up. I think he really means it.
A beautiful piano. What a luxury. Pity there's no one to play it.
Alright, so he does not play piano then. So I was right about her name. She's not Mrs. What did they say? Hubbard, I think.
Mademoiselle, you are not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You have probably noticed her.
They
She
know
just
each
has
other.
to lift her little finger and ask for something in a polite voice, and the whole train runs.
It runs also for my friend Monsieur Bouc, but that is because he is a director of the line, not because he has a masterful character.
You don't have to have a strong will when you have power. But I suspect I did not need to tell you that, Mr. Poirot.
So no character analysis for these two? I think I already did her, but not the princess.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push it.
It's
Good.
too early for me to order a boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin, triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle for an omelette.
Good luck, sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
Good luck. Can't I just order breakfast? Do I have to have luck to get something? Alright, I've been here 3 times already. I didn't want to do this. Go out. Leave. So restaurant? I don't know why they make all these doors. Well, I guess it's realistically in a train that will also be the case. But it makes me feel like I have to do stuff in between the doors. Checking out.
How long are we expected to be stranded here?
It won't do much good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know
With the
something.
moustache. Which one? He also has one.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Bouc asks for you to join him in compartment 203.
What about my breakfast?
Look here, Poirot. Can you tell us anything?
I can tell you the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course. But you obviously have some influence with Book.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
He surely acts like a general, bossing me around. Have I been here? Oh, I have. This is where we had dinner with the dessert. I had to do all that stuff. What did they say? 203 or something? I don't remember. I guess I'll just see it when I get there. Probably only one door I can enter. This is running. This is still not very fast. At least I assume it is. Because it's going a bit quicker. Deduce, is that second class? I think it is. First class, I mean. 203. Oh, there he is. Hi there, buddy. What about my breakfast?
My good friend, come in. We have need of you.
What has occurred?
A passenger lies dead in his bed, stabbed.
A passenger? Which passenger?
I think
in
I
there.
know.
He's an American, a man called Ratchett. It was his valet masterman who was worried that Mr. Ratchett was not awake yet. Pierre Michel, the conductor, decided to break in and found the body.
I see. Well, my friend, I think it is best not to touch anything and wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, I tried to call the police, but there is no cell tower for many kilometers. We could be stuck in the snow for hours. The murderer is with us. On the train, now. The
Has to
sooner
be.
we catch him, the sooner we'll be out of danger. The Dr. Constantine is already examining the body.
Mon ami, this is not a missing train ticket. We must follow procedure. We must wait for the police to secure the crime scene.
Please, Poirot, I will take full responsibility.
Book, you ask. Well, if we cannot contact the outside world, then... Oh, you are going to drive me crazy. In truth, this problem intrigues me.
Thought it
I
might.
was reflecting not half an hour ago that many hours of boredom
Boredom.
lay ahead whilst we are stuck here. And now, a problem lies ready to my hand.
You accept then?
C'est entendu. You place the matter in my hands.
He's very empathetic. Not really. I'll do it because I'm bored. analyze the crime scene. Gladly, because it was about them that something serious was supposed to happen, right? Or else it would be a boring game. Now I have this, Ratchett's death. The man named Ratchett is dead. I will, of course, investigate. Oh, they do it like this. That's funny. Alright. 17 items. That's a lot. So let us see what has happened. Uh-oh. It's a doctor.
Mr. Poirot, I am Dr. Constantine.
Forgive me, Doctor. You are a medical examiner?
No, but I have assisted in post-mortems at Nairobi Hospital, where I am a teaching fellow.
I am familiar with your excellent institution.
I do not intend to perform a full autopsy, but a preliminary examination should be of some use.
Of course. May I have a look? Then we can compare notes.
Please. If you need any help, I won't be far away.
Alright, so he says he's not gonna do a full examination. Is that maybe because he's not licensed to? Is that what he means? What did he say? Institution? I forgot. This? He's medical examiner. 89, that's very old. Would he be that old? 47, he doesn't look 47 to me.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. I do not think that's the right answer.
So is he maybe Moroccan?
I must admit I'm not right
And
this
still
time.
and old?
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Oh, he is. Wait, he said he's a doctor. He's not a medical examiner. That's what I'm doing wrong. So maybe like this? Yes.
That's the right answer.
Request his alibi. Is he cold? Looks like it. But I want to look at the body. Oh, I can. Zoom in. It stopped
The
working.
watch is broken. The hands are stopped at 1:15 a.m. One would expect that to be the time when the attack occurred.
1:15. What happened at 1:15? Do I remember? Did I hear a thud at 1:15? Or was that earlier? No, that's when that lady requested something, I think. I don't remember exactly.
As you see, the victim has been stabbed many times. Several alone would have been fatal.
Yes, I agree. An attack most savage.
I will, of course, prepare a complete report on my findings.
Thank you. I'll take photos.
Oh, thought I had to do it, but guess not. He does look peaceful though. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight. How do I... Oh wait, there's something here. What's this? Whoops.
Did it belong to Ratchett?
Exotic fab. Banana. Probably not, but you never know. A gun.
Last night, Monsieur Ratchett said he takes precautions. I see now what he meant. He knew he was in danger and wanted to be ready, yet it was no use to him. I will leave it here for the police.
No, it was not. Oh, did I check it out completely? Oh, I did. And a phone. Oh, there's something here as well. What's this? A handkerchief.
A handkerchief. There's a letter H embroidered on it.
Looks fancy. Looks expensive. H. Wait, did someone's name start with H or last name? I don't think so. It's broken.
This phone was deliberately smashed.
How do you know it was deliberate? I keep clicking the wrong button to turn things around.
I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside.
But the Don't you need to do something with it then? Or did you do that already? And not show me. Alright, so is that everything? I don't know. It might be. I also need to get that doctor's alibi. Something in the trash maybe. It's a puzzle.
I wonder what could be in this photo.
It looks like a pussycat. I can't do anything with it. Oh, alright. Looked like it to me. Oh, I can. Restore. Switch to mind tab. I have to do it over here in my head apparently. So let's do this puzzle. Did it. For Daisy.
For Daisy. Interesting. My little gray cells did not let me down.
It did not. A picture of stuffed animal was torn and then thrown away. Message mentioning a daisy. Alright, let's go back. It's so funny because it says, I wonder what's in the picture, but you can so clearly see it's a pussy or cat. Oh, I did it again. I clicked the wrong button. Sleep
Box
pills.
of sleeping pills.
Interesting. So would that mean that Ratchett maybe was asleep when everything happened, and that's why I didn't put up a fight? A safe. But I don't know the combination. So I have a mind map set for the safe. Where is it? Open the safe. That's all it says. Well, thanks for the help. Alright. So I thought maybe I could deduce the combination, but I guess not. The letter? Oh, I have to
Expensive
choose.
clothing, recently laundered. Not exactly the reading material one would expect of a man like Ratchett.
Alice was walking in the forest of 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly the bouquet turned into a butterfly, and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. There were twice as many. Alice arrived in front of a door that asked her, "If you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me how many flowers are left in the forest." That's a riddle. With the bunny. So this is about a bunny and the other one was about a pussycat. I can interact.
Not exactly the reading material.
Already did that. I can read. Oh, it's basically the same. Alright. But whose suitcase would it be? Would this be Ratchett's suitcase or maybe his secretary? Did he sleep alone here? I think he did. What's this?
Where can the killer have gone? The chain lock is broken. Monsieur Michel told me that he broke the chain on the door to get into the room.
That is true. Through here then?
This
is
door
open.
communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this side.
Right, so I have to check the other room too, and maybe all of the rooms. Hi there. So let's ask your alibi. Can ask him a lot of things. They're both chilly. Who's in the room?
Did you touch anything in here this morning?
I checked for a pulse. There was none. Rigor mortis had commenced. The body was cool to the touch. I touched nothing else.
The cold.
I assume the open window complicates matters.
Indeed. Conditions are not perfect.
But could I look at the window? I don't think I could.
What can you tell me about the victim?
He died from multiple stab wounds of varying angles and depth. More than one would have been fatal. I would place the time of death roughly between midnight and 2 a.m. With more time, I hope I can be more precise.
That's very roughly, and it's also what I already knew because I heard a lot of stuff between those in that timeline. How do you say it?
Did you know the victim?
Not at all. I noticed him last night at dinner, but I did not pay much attention.
Really? I didn't notice you at all.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must question you.
Of course. I must be considered under suspicion like everyone else.
May I know your movements last night?
I share compartment 101 with Mr. Book. He would not stop talking about his beloved train. I listened to him for hours talking about his Orient Express.
My friend Book will no doubt confirm this.
Yeah, even without confirmation, I believe that to be true. Alright, so...
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
I want to look at that window. See, I can.
The snow is falling only lightly this morning. The murderer would have left tracks in the snow if he had jumped out the window.
So I guess he did not. This looks cool though, I must say, very detailed. So I don't know if you've seen my other videos about Siberia. It's made by the same creators. It's also graphically, it's very a beautiful game, if you ask me. It's also snowy, so this is kind of the same in that way. This looks just as well. Looks good too. Night note. Let's do that. The murderer's way out. Select the elements that reveal the most likely way the murderer exited Mr. Ratchett's room. The window is open. Well, he said that that's not likely because there are no footprints. So this one is also not likely because that's what our Mr. Michel did. Or should I maybe put them together? How do I do this? Yes, they will form a conclusion. Murder could not get out through the hall door because it was locked from the inside. Yes. Connecting door, and that is not latched. Murder was able to get through the connecting door because it was not latched. And then maybe these two. The murderer probably hoped he was going to get out at the next station through the window, but the train never made it. Well, that could be. Conclude.
So, the murderer must have exited through Madame Hubbard's room. That was easy.
And it was Mr. Herbert who said there was a man in her room, was it not? I think so. But did we meet Mrs. Hubbard? I don't think we did. I have to ask the people whose rooms were closest to Ratchett if they saw or heard anything. Oh. Mrs. Hubbard. Oh, that's you. Oh. Right, and who else? I don't know. They share a compartment. He did say his room number, but I forgot. He's not, he's somewhere else. You maybe? You're the secretary?
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Seen the murderer leaving the room. Mr. Michel then. I did not read this.
That's the right answer.
Interrogate Miss Hubbard. Interrogate Mrs. Michel. Yes. Alright, so Miss Hubbard is the lady that told us her whole life story without knowing us. But we never knew her name. And also I want to open that safe, but I don't know if I can already. Maybe not. Should I just question...
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
Alright, so I did not do that. How to open the safe then? Is that over here? Oh! I have a lot more to find. I guess I have to open that, and that maybe there are items in that safe, and that is... Those are my last clues. So is it maybe the riddle with the bunny then? Let's open the suitcase again, because I don't think I have it somewhere. For this one, read the letter and answer its question. How many flowers are left in the forest? So calculate according to its instructions, which means you start with 1,000, subtract 10, which makes 990, and then the letter says the flowers that are left on the ground, so that's 990, start to multiply, and then there are twice as many. So 990 times 2 equals 1980. So 1980 is the combination to open the safe. 1980. That's it. I did it. Money.
Not very surprising.
No, he promised me that money. Did he not? What's this? For each person hurt, you will suffer the same harm. Your death is near. We never forget.
Unusual letter, this.
It's a threatening note. For each person hurt. So does that mean for each person he got stabbed? That's why he has so many stab wounds? Diary. Call Cairo. Orient Express. Call DC. Check Money TV. I don't know. What's this? Fontana de Conigli.
A meeting place on the back of a postcard. Someone with the initials AW.
We don't know who that is, do we? Confirm flight, debrief, arriving to Venice. Cool. Venice is beautiful.
Ratchett had an appointment he will never keep.
Send money to Cairo. Meet AW. So, should we maybe contact this AW if we know who it is? And were these the last clues on the crime scene? I think it is, yes. This is now green. Right. Recap events. Select two elements to help uncover what happened the night of the murder. So this one and this one. Ratchett drank sleeping pills the night of the murder. Gun and the threatening letter, I think. Ratchett was on his guard. And Ratchett's watch was found stuck at 1:15.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
I think these two. Because that's weird. Ratchett wanted to stay on his guard, yet he took a sleeping pill. Exactly.
I can't imagine Ratchett taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life.
That is weird.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
Now what? I need to interview the people who worked for Ratchett. They might be able to tell me something about the victim. Are there multiple? I thought they just had one secretary. That man. Do we need to ask you something? I don't think so, no. He's just shivering away in here.
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
What do you mean? Did we not do that? Oh, alright. Who are the two persons who worked for him? Well, this guy? Who worked for him? You for sure did not. I don't know. Did you? Oh, you did.
That was easy.
Right, so I have to remember if it's yellow, then I have to do something over here. I must interrogate Ratchett's valet. I have to go and interrogate Ratchett's secretary. He is his valet, so that's why I was confused. He does work for him then.
I think
Both
I've
do.
seen everything I need at the moment. I am counting on you to finish your analysis.
I'll have a more detailed report for you as soon as I can.
When I expect you to do it sooner than you can. So let's interrogate some people.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a
We
bit
did.
early for the handcuffs, my friend. Even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchett was the target. Of that I am convinced.
I need to ask his alibi. And he needs to corroborate the doctor's alibi.
Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
My friend, calm yourself. I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep, but it was very late.
It's so funny because the doctor said he kept boring me with these facts, and he's like, he was so interested.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchett was stabbed many times. I also found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
I also found liquid for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
It seems like it, yeah?
I need a list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
Help? You can't help him anymore. He's gone. Alright, so let's go to this Mr. Michel because he's right over here, and that list of passengers would be very handy to have. And then I'll go check out the other rooms.
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
He is French. He is a valet, I think. He's probably 57.
This is wrong.
Oh.
But I'm never far from the truth.
I'm sure he's French. Is he this then, maybe? Alright.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
At 1:15, because that's when the watch stopped.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hubbard. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchett's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
Oh, that's a lot of information to remember, to be honest. So, a lot has happened. But most importantly, at 1:15, Miss Hubbard said she saw a man in her room, and that's when the watch stopped, and she is next to Mr. Ratchett's compartment.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchett retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman, Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchett rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door,
true.
but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
But it's weird that Mr. Ratchett shouted something out in French, isn't it? Wasn't he an American? Doesn't seem like the type to speak fluent French.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Alright, this is handy to have. So we have rooms 101 through 205 all occupied. Number of places, what does that mean? 2, 1 on 1. And we have a lot of people and staff. And the staff is sharing rooms, alright. Where am I? I'm not on the list. Can turn, but doesn't really matter. Oh, he keeps it here. That's annoying. I want to have that.
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
Alright.
What is the last station where we stopped?
Winkowski.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Was that when I heard the first noise? Let me think. I should have written those times down. I should have done that. I'll late for that now. Mr. Michel's activity. Why is he still... I can still speak to him. Let's look at this again. So we have Constantine, we don't know the first name, in 101. Toby Harris, 102. Hector McQueen, Edward Masterman. So McQueen and Masterman, those are the assistants. Boscarelli, that's the man, the Italian man with the cars. Mary Debenham, we don't know her yet. Greta Olson. Joanna Luck, don't know her either. Hildegard Schmidt. Archibald Arbuthnot, that's who lost his ticket. Dragomirov, that's I think the princess. Hartman, haven't met him I think. Petrovich, no. Ratchett, well he is not with us anymore. Caroline Hubbard we need to speak to, and Adrenyi. Also sounds Russian by the way, and that Dragomirov said she's also Russian. It could also be from a different country who speak almost the same tongue. And we have staff Pierre Michel, Freya Nielsen, Hotaru Mori, that's the chef, and Jean Fauscher. And Freya is also the chef, right? I think. Well, it's not a lot of staff. I thought there would be more. Don't we need also someone to, I don't know, ride the train and stuff? Guess not. Tab Mr. Michel's activity. Reconstitute activity of Mr. Michel. Mrs. Hubbard calls Mr. Michel, then he speaks with me. Stays at his post. The train is stuck. Ratchet calls. Smokes. Returns to train, and the train leaves. And we have here, goes to make Mr. McKee's bed. Leaves for the bar car with Mr. Foucher. Let me think. Did he start with the smoking? And then Ratchet calls at 12:10. Until morning is this one. Mrs. Hubbard calls, I think, here. But this isn't right. Is it like this, maybe?
Et voilà.
Mr. Michel remained at his post from 12:10 to the morning, except from 1:05 to 1:20, and from 1:50 to 2. So let's look at it again. Oh, we cannot. Well, thanks for that then. But why can I still speak to him? That's weird. Maybe I need to do other stuff and I need to come back to him. Well, what did we need to do? I think we needed to speak to Mrs. Hubbard. Is that right? Let me see. Interrogate Ratchett's valet. Alright, but where is he? His secretary? Also don't know where that person is. Mr. Michel? Wait, isn't he in front of me? Didn't I already do that? I think I did. Oh, so I haven't looked at it yet, so that's why that was an exclamation mark. And Mrs. Hubbard, see? Alright, so I think that she might still be in her room over here. Or not? Wasn't this her room?
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
You know what you can do.
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchett, was murdered last night.
Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it.
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes. You must.
You must. Now I get her character. Alright. So she is American. I think she said she's constantly talking about the States and her daughter in America. I don't know. Housewife? She's definitely not 18. 16 more likely.
Et voilà.
She doesn't look like a housewife, to be honest. She looks more like a businesswoman or something. New track. Right, so let's inspect her room. What does she have? What's this?
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Why is that interesting? See if it's locked? It looks like it is.
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchett's compartment. It was latched on this side.
Alright, but why did you open it then?
The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
That it is. What can I do? Oh, can I open it? And now what? There's nothing here. Alright. That makes sense, but it does not. But it's still white though, so I must be able to do something here. Maybe I need to unlock that, first speak with her or something. I don't know. She has a lot of hair accessories. Nice glasses. She does have a mustache. A more luxurious compartment than I do.
Aha! Golden mustache.
So she's a housewife, it says, and she's this rich. So is she married to someone rich then? Or something? That's weird, right? I mean, could be, but it seems suspicious to me. I don't think she is who she says she is. Why can I ask about the handkerchief? Because her name is Hubbard, of course.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't
It
care.
is.
It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
Rude. Last night.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
You couldn't do that yourself? So again, I don't trust the story because she is very mousy, or how do you call it? Very out there, very opinionated, and then someone, she says, comes into a room and she's scared out of her mind, too scared to open her eyes and bolt the door. That seems so out of character to me.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
Exactly.
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What
So
time was
get
it
up.
when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchett's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchett.
True.
It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchett alive.
Good thinking. Smoker?
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Why do I want to know that? Did I find something at the crime scene? I don't remember.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to...
A train employee, I think Mr. Michel.
A train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure.
Please do. If not, someone else is running around in the conductor's jacket. Alright, so that's it. Back. So, what else? Oh, there's something here. Wait. Did I missee that? I thought I saw a dot on the floor. Maybe not. There's something
Let's
here.
see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door.
How are you gonna do that then? What am I even doing?
This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
Oh, that's what you wanna do. Oh, right, I get it. That's what I have to do. That's over here. Now I can take it, see? Pick up. Back.
I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached.
See,
I'll have to
liar,
clear that
liar.
up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Told you she was lying. Replay the toilet. I didn't even see that I needed to do that. I just did it. Confront. Liar, liar, pins on fire.
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
Confrontation. Which contains a lie? This one. Couldn't see the latch. Confirm.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
It's
Of
not.
course, I have an excellent memory.
That proves she's lying. Get up? What does it even mean?
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Does not.
Are you saying I'm lying?
I am.
It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchett.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with.
So am
but
I.
I suspect I'm not done with her.
Nope. She is definitely lying and hiding something. But why is the question?
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an...
I don't care.
I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to go back.
Thank you for
Pressed
your
the wrong
assistance, madame.
Right, the killer avoided Mr. Michel. If that is true at all. I don't know if it is. No, but it is true because Mr. Michel said he didn't see anything, right? He would have intervened, would he not? Or is he in on it? So let's see, let's take a look at our notes. Oh yeah, this is something. Select two elements to help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michel. He's on the platform of Vinkovci station at midnight. What do I have? Train leaves, train is stopped, is not at his post. So this one? This one. The murderer was able to take advantage of Mr. Michel's absence to escape without being seen at 1:15. Confirm. Conclude.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchett's room without being seen. My little grey cells did not let me down.
Yeah, but to be honest, it wasn't that hard. So no need to be arrogant about it. Is Mr. Michel a suspect? I think he is. But probably the game will say no. But I think he might be.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
Oh, I choose to go. Wait, can I change it?
This appears to be a good lead.
Cool, so I can make mistakes. Is Mrs. Hubbard a suspect? She is definitely a suspect.
According to the information I have, this is a solid choice.
No doubt in my mind. Then I'm gonna put him to no. For now.
This appears to be a good lead.
So, Mr. Michel, you're off the hook for now. Unless you do something suspicious. Then you might not be. Though I have to interrogate the 2 people who work for Ratchett, and that seems to be about it. But why doesn't this turn green? Because this did turn green, interrogate Mrs. Hubbard, so I'm not done with him. Do I need to ask him something? Still? I'll come back to him. Missing button, oh right.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Now it's done. Alright. Back. So I can still look at this passenger list, but I don't know... Is that maybe where I can find the people? But I don't remember their names. So Hector McQueen, he's working for Ratchett. He's in 102, so that's where I need to go. And what was that other guy's name? The bald one. Gee, I don't know. Is it maybe Masterman in 103? Could be. So in second class is where they are. So let's go there. Yes, this is my room. Can't go here. Let me see, 107, 6, 5, 4, 3. So someone is here, 103. Yes, you are working for Ratchett. Just look at the difference between this compartment and where we just were with Mrs. Hubbard.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
He seems distraught.
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
I am the great detective. I'm not a secretary or something like that. PA. What do I need to do? What did he say? I did not pay attention.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
I have to weigh them.
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable.
Oh.
Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted you to do, but apparently it takes a lot of time to get there.
To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Alright, but I need to weigh them because I don't know that. So let me see, red is heavier than green. Let's put green here. Yellow is heavier, so red goes here. Blue is heavier, so yellow goes here. Blue is the heaviest. Wait, let me check. No, yellow is heavier. Still heavier. Yes, yellow is heavier than all these. This one must be heavier than red. No, it's not. So red goes here. You two. Green is heavier. Alright, so it's like this.
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Has to be the green one, right?
I don't think this is the remedy.
Oh wait, I'm not paying right attention. I thought it was. Chronologically, but it's not. So the clove oil is the third lightest, so it's this one.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
That was easy enough. Pick up. Can you speak now?
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchett's valet?
Yes, sir.
Valet.
That is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
Yeah, you seem real bent out of shape, but not really. What are you? I don't know. Canadian? I don't know. He's a valet. He has to be... He's bald, so 66?
No, not good.
Is he American?
Think, Poirot, that is
Swiss?
not a good... This is wrong.
No, he's
But I'm never
younger.
far from
That's so
the truth.
weird.
I must admit I'm not right.
Now I am, finally.
That's the right answer.
So I mean, the character analysis, you can just keep going until you get it right, so you don't really have to think about it. I mean, you can if you want to. Smoker. I don't remember why I need to know that, because it's been a while since I've played and finding the crime scene, so I don't remember what evidence was there, but probably something. Ratchet smoker? I don't know, it's all important.
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchett?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
I believe
What
that.
did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
To be fair, he is pretty far away. So, what did he say? 9 p.m. you saw him last? What's his name? Masterman, right? So, gonna write that down. Masterman, 9 p.m. saw Ratchet and went to bed, he says. So that's his alibi. Alibi, went to bed, snoring, roommate. Smoker.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Alright, so he is a smoker? Ratchet?
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchett.
I've been working for him for 9 months.
That's not
I
that
should not
long.
wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
I believe that.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
See, that seems suspicious to me, because why would he take sleeping pills when he just a couple of hours earlier came to me and said he felt threatened? That is so weird.
Was Monsieur Ratchett a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchett?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
It seems like a made-up story to me. Contains a lie. Oh. Letter must have worried him. Specifically asked me. I didn't see him. With the pills in it. I don't know. Is this a lie? How am I supposed to know that?
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
Oh, the gun. Of course.
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? and even asked for my help to watch over him. I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
It does
Wait,
not.
please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchett asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It
Why
is
would he
possible.
do that?
But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchett you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll
Indeed.
excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
You mean
I'm
your guilty
afraid this
conscience?
time you must prepare your own clove oil.
He's very squirmish. I don't trust him. So when I confront him, he suddenly can't speak anymore. Yeah, right. That seems like a guilty conscience to me. What did I get? But doesn't know if Richard took them. Yeah, is what he says. Well, he probably did prepare them though, that's probably true. Alright, so I think Mr. McQueen is in the next room. This one? Yes. So he knows, what did he know? Something threatening us.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You
Might not be.
must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchett's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchett's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchett only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock.
For shock.
Your employer, Monsieur Ratchett, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
Alright, that's a weird response, so I didn't care that much for him as well. His diary, why would he know about that?
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchett's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Alright, so you also know the code to the safe then, because that's in the diary, right?
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchett's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vinkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
Very true. I'm writing it down. So he saw him last at 10 o'clock, Masterman at 9 p.m. So funny, he says o'clock, and that's an American thing, I think, and the other one is saying p.m. and a.m.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchett?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchett never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchett wasn't his real name, and he left the United States to run away from something or someone.
Interesting.
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchett had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
I already
Did
said
you
that.
like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Right, so nobody likes him. Poirot, if you're that smart, why do you keep asking the same thing?
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Interesting, he's also a smoker. So both the people who work for Ratchett are smokers. And Ratchett is not.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Time to die. Well, that doesn't leave much to the imagination. It's literally everything that's on there. But it looks different than the other one, wasn't it? With the printed out letters or... from a magazine or something, I don't remember.
Was Monsieur Ratchett a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Alright, back. Do I want to look around in your compartment? Ratchett talks to Mr. Michel. So do I need to talk to Michel again? Oh, this is just a letter. Alright. Wait, that's a mustache. Yes, how many are there in this one?
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
So one more. That was hidden very well. Almost did not see it. Let me see. Because something happened here. Select the elements of interest from the encounter with Mr. Michel on the evening of the murder. Ratchett apparently spoke in French during the night, yet that was very weird. But he only speaks English, is what he says. See, I said that was suspicious. It's not Ratchett who spoke to Mr. Michel. Yes. So for lesson around 10 p.m., Ratchett called at 12
Think,
p.m.
Poirot, that is not a good answer.
Oh. It's not Ratchett who spoke to Mr. Oh, this one then. I was too fast. Murderer pretended Ratchett was still alive at 12:37. Yes, I believe that too.
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchett by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchett was still alive at 12:37 a.m. That was easy.
Another one? Hypothesis of night of crime. What is most likely? Ratchett takes sleeping pills, the murderer enters his room, he kills him with the gun and hides it under his pillow. No, because he was stabbed. He disguises the crime as a crime of passion with a knife, he waits for Mr. Michel to take a break to leave the room. No. Takes the pills, the murderer enters his room, he stabs him with a knife, he calls Mr. Michel to make believe that he's alive, he opens the window to escape but the train is stuck in snow. I think this one? Murderer enters the room, stabs him, he opens the window and flees. No, I think this one.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
Because there were no tracks in the snow, so he could not have escaped through the window. Is Mr. Masterman a suspect? Wait, it was Masterman, that's the bald guy. Yes, he is.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
But I hope I'm not, how do you say it, digging my own grave, because I am suspicious of everyone most of the time. So, I don't know about Mr. McQueen though. He doesn't seem suspicious to me right now, but he might be, and I don't want to exclude him from the investigation, so I don't know what will happen if I choose no. Let's keep him in the yes.
This direction looks promising.
I don't know what will happen, what the game will do. What's this? I should report my progress to so far to M. Book, however you say his name. I think it's French. Alright, and I still need to find one more mustache, but where could that be? I've been here. Yes, you don't have one, do you? I don't think you do. Maybe somewhere else. These doors I cannot open. Should I just go to Monsieur Book? And maybe I will see it on my way there. Because this is my room, this is Ratchett's room, this is, what's the name, Hubbard. This I cannot enter. I think I am done with you, I am. This is the toilet, I already found one there, so I don't think the game will repeat that, will they? It must be somewhere else. Do I need to speak with these people? A croissant. What is it? Something like that. Don't I need to speak to you? Isn't this Greta who took the aspirin for Mrs. Hubbard? The old lady, which Ratchett was not interested in. The princess, I can't speak to her. Or I already did. That's funny. This book? Yeah, I know, but I want to find the mustache first. Done speaking with you. What is this? Not a toilet. I think I already looked there. Restaurant. Maybe in the restaurant? There's no one here. I can look outside though. It's a nice view. Or on a bridge or something. Can I speak to the chefs? They're making dinner. Funny. Wait, I found it! That's the third
Another
one.
delightful trophy for my collection.
Alright, now I can go to Monsieur Book. And Poirot refuses to run, so we'll go very slowly. Make haste, Poirot. We're solving a murder. Even though you don't want to. Well, he does, but only because he's bored. That's what he said.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not so fast.
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Investigation.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchett's room and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
Like I said.
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
Could I have done
You
it maybe?
did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
Knock on the door, I mean. Missed a bit of gaming experience.
I used my master key.
What is there? Show
Who
me.
is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she isn't dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
Please do. It looks like she's asleep. Zoom in. Second class.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105. Miss, can you hear me?
She was the one spying, I think.
Hmm.
On the train station.
She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Did she take the sleeping pills? Question her. She's snoring away.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well,
I agree.
at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Suspicious.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Her room. Yeah, but I know it's on the ticket. It's 105.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
No, I
Yes,
said that.
hopefully she will awaken soon.
Is she maybe a witness? Or something? That they drugged her? The murderer drugged her, maybe? Investigate her. This is not creepy at all, looking at someone sleeping. Oh, investigate the room. Alright. Never mind, didn't say anything. Wait. Turn?
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
The sleeping pills for sure. From Ratchett. Which would make our valet very suspicious. Suitcase? But also, oh, I need a code. If she was spying, is she maybe also a detective or something? And I think they added her for this game. She's not in the original story, so I don't know anything about her or what she's supposed to be doing here. That's suspicious, and it's missing a
A
button.
briefcase and a wagon-lee conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
Are you not gonna put the one you found on there to see if it's the one missing, or is that just obvious? Alright, back. And I need a code, that's true, but I don't know where to find that. Let's look around some more. He's blocking my path. I can't even leave if I want to. Where to find that? There's nothing else here, is there? Do I have like a sixth sense or something? See, I can guess, but oh wait, do I need to look at the circle maybe? I think that's it.
So, Poirot, any luck so far?
It scared me, I'm
Poirot,
busy.
what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4? Have you tried 0, 0, 0, 0?
Why do you keep speaking
If
to
you
me?
need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. We really need to find the combination.
Stop speaking.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? If
Why
you
does he
need a
keep
break,
speaking?
I can ask Jean to make...
Ask for silence.
Silent like a mouse, please.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book, there will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
I agree. He's very annoying. But that coffee does sound good. I did it! That was easy in hindsight. Who's this?
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What
True.
a coincidence.
Mademoiselle
don't think
Locke
it
appears
is.
to have been investigating Monsieur Ratchett.
See, that's what I said. Maybe she's a private investigator, or how do you call it? That gets hired. by
She has a
people?
gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchett was stabbed, not shot. But then why take it on the train?
Maybe she's a police officer? She has badge. Detective.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh,
Oh, just a minute ago he was sure she was a criminal. Driver's license.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
these are fake IDs. It's certain.
I doubt that. Is the badge fake too? She has a case file on him.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course.
Work.
She has studied her target.
Possibly.
Look, she's waking up.
Timing.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
Very true. He's very loud. Tell us your
my
deal.
head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then,
Doesn't.
if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
Indeed. Please explain.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.